as I look at the way we served God in the 10 years, it was always when we were in a difficult situation, not knowing what was going to happen. We'd be praying and trusting and asking God, and usually it would be just when we think, okay, it's the end, we're not going to make it, we're not going to get through. That's exactly when God would show up or provide a way for us to get through it, and it felt like He was waiting for the strike of midnight. As you read the scriptures, you'll see whenever God met with His people, whether it was Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the prophets, whenever He met with them in a significant way, they would always put up a memorial stone and they'd give it a name to never forget that God met them in these places, and that the people that followed would never forget. In the same way, I feel like that's something God has given us, that we need to never forget in our lives all the events where God has truly met with us and helped us through something, because then it becomes a stepping stone into the future. It gives us greater faith that He'll be there for us in the future. Central Asia, it's like you're taking a picture out of the scriptures, where we would be at the home of the bride and everything's about waiting for the groom to arrive, and there'd be these guys who would arrive with these 3-foot long trumpets, and you'd hear the trumpet sounding, and then the bride has to be ready and prepared because the groom is coming, and there's all the excitement that builds up. A Central Asian believer who was an artist, and he would take the parables out of the scriptures and give them a Central Asian feel, and so we just loved the paintings. And the picture of the prodigal also for me was a picture of someone who's exhausted and tired, and yet being held and hugged in the hands of the Father, and that's often how we felt. Real hope is that people will read these stories and realize that Jesus is alive. He's involved in our lives. There's great hope that he is there, He's trustworthy, He's faithful, and that He will see us and He will see you through so much that you go through in this life.